Hello and welcome to our English Logica video on conditionals. In this video, we are going to look at why we use conditionals, the different types of conditionals, and some examples of how and when they are used. We use conditionals to make predictions, make offers, persuade someone to change something or give advice, express regret, be polite, or express the likelihood or possibility of something. Making predictions. We use conditionals to make predictions about things that could happen in the future, such as, if the sky is grey, it will rain later. Or if we want to say that something is very likely. If you practice, you will get better. Predictions can be in the immediate or far future, meaning they are often used for offers. If you open the car, I will get the bags. If you sit down, I will get you a coffee. I will get the report if you can wait for a moment. To persuade someone to change something or to give advice. If you studied hard, you would pass. We also use conditionals when we are giving out or complaining about something we wish was different. If you cleaned your room, you would find things. If you wore your coat, you wouldn't get sick. Expressing regret. If I had joined the team, I would be traveling to Japan. Or when we want to talk about how things might be different. If I had learned to drive, my father would have bought me a car. If I had reached the hospital in time, I wouldn't be in so much pain. If you had lent him money, he would have returned it. This is an example of an event that did not happen in the past. We call these events impossible. They did not happen. If you had lent him money when he wanted to go to college, he would have returned it as soon as he got a good job. You didn't lend him money and therefore he could not return it. The result of the action is impossible because the condition, lending him money, was never met. The regret might be that this guy didn't go to college because he didn't have any money. If someone had lent him the money at that time, his life would be different now. To be polite. Using conditionals is often good manners. For example, I would like a cup of coffee is much more polite than saying, I want a cup of coffee. Sometimes these sentences come with a clause, such as, if you wouldn't mind, I would like a cup of coffee. We use a lot of indirect requests like this in English to be polite. If it's not too much trouble, could you help me? I'd love something to eat if it's not too much hassle. Sometimes the if clause is left unspoken because the participants in the conversation understand the context. For example, you might just say, I'd love something to eat, when you know that your friend is cooking. To express the likelihood or possibility of something. We can use conditionals to talk about degrees of certainty, or how likely something is to happen. Conditionals help to tell us if something is probable, possible, likely, unlikely, or impossible. When you work hard, you pass your exams. This is true. We use the present tense in both parts of the sentence to indicate this. This is an example of a zero conditional. If you work hard, you will pass your exams. This is possible and probable. This is an example of a sentence in the first conditional. If you worked hard, you would pass your exams. This is a sentence in the second conditional. The speaker thinks it is unlikely that the person will work hard. If you had worked hard, you would have passed your exams. When we speculate or imagine if things had been different in the past, it is known as a third conditional. We're talking about something that did not happen and an outcome that is now impossible. For example, if I had saved more money, I would have gone on holidays this year. He didn't save money, and now he can't go on holidays. Mixed conditionals. Mixed conditionals deal with conditions and results that talk about different timeframes and likelihoods in the same sentence. For example, the if part of the sentence, called a clause, could be talking about the past, and the result part of the sentence could refer to the future. If I had an expensive car, I would be more popular. If I had an expensive car in the past, I would be more popular now. We will talk more about zero, first, second, third, and mixed conditionals in our next video, and we'll explain the degrees of likelihood and the different kinds of conditionals further. We use conditionals to make predictions, make offers, persuade someone to change something or give advice, express regret, be polite, or express the likelihood or possibility of something. You can label conditional sentences as either zero, first, second, third, or mixed. We hope you find this video on conditionals useful. We have more videos and examples of conditionals in use and degrees of certainty. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and visit www.englishlogica.com for more, or join the discussion with our online community of English learners.